lovely people, we are back and today we're going to be talking about another foundation. I haven't done these in a while, so I'm very excited. And it's going to be the Sunday Riley, the Influencer Foundation. It's the clean long wear foundation. It's natural looking, long wear, lightweight feel, satin to matte finish, and medium to full coverage. It kind of sounds like the whole package. My shade is 110. There's a shade before this that's 100. It's kind of the same shade but yellow, and this is more pinky, so I chose the pinky tone because I felt like it would agree with me more. I thought the other one was a little bit too yellow. I thought this would be more my pace. I love Sunday Riley. This is no news to anyone. Like, I really love Sunday Riley. Honestly, I haven't heard much buzz about it, mainly because it hasn't hit the UK yet. I got this one from the Sephora US website. I'll link it down below. I actually really like the package as well. This is what it looks like. It does seem about my shade. I'm just gonna start applying. On this side, I'm gonna do with a brush, and it's the Bare Minerals Lux Performance brush. This is what it looks like. It's my favorite foundation brush. Honestly, I don't need the full coverage right now, but I do need a sort of medium coverage still. Oh wow. This does blend in very beautifully. I'm gonna come up close in a little bit, but it does blend in very seamlessly, even with a brush. It is a nice, beautiful, healthy looking finish. Also, it is my perfect match. This isn't even pinky, it's quite neutral, I say. With my Zoeva 117, I'm gonna go just a little bit under eyes. It buffs out beautifully. It's very easy to work with, and it has that medium coverage. Now, I try to build it up a little bit here. I don't believe it goes full coverage, but it is buildable to a high coverage, I think. And I'm just gonna top up a little bit on the pigmented part. On this side, I'm gonna be using a classic beauty blender. Okay, right off the bat, I can say that the coverage is a little less intense with the beauty blender, so it does come out a little bit more sheer on this side. But I'm gonna try to build that up a little bit and see if it's buildable even with the blender. Oh yeah, it is. You just need to apply a little bit more. That's usually the norm for a beauty blender. So I'm not like surprised about it, and I'm not turned off by it. It's just, you know, the sponge usually soaks up a little bit more, but it also leaves a more flawless finish. So I usually tend to go for the sponge unless I'm going for a really high coverage look, which is not the case. So with this, I would definitely use a beauty blender. Even though the brush side is seamless, really you could go either way here, but I think the beauty blender is just a little, like a tiniest, almost imperceptibly, but a tiniest bit more skin-like. Loving the look of this. I'm really pumped and excited. I didn't expect anything less from Sunday Riley, but I'm still really, you know, joyful that this is so beautiful on the skin. I'm trying to think if I should powder or not, and I think yes. It's more satiny than matte. It's not completely matte at all, which I love. I love this. This is the beauty blender side. Let me just, okay. As you can see, it blends flawlessly onto skin. And on this side, we have the brush side, which you can see here is a little bit more intense in terms of coverage, but at the same time, it's completely flawless in terms of finish and texture and everything. I'm gonna use By Terry's Hyaluronic Hydra Powder. And I'm gonna also do the under eye. Still isn't completely matte, which I really like because this powder is not ultra mattifying. So we have that sort of control there that I think is gonna keep the foundation sort of in place. Okay, so I just did my makeup and it looks amazing still. It didn't remove any of the coverage by swirling the blush brush around or anything. And if you're wondering why this bloody Valentine makeup is, it's the new Deck of Scarlet palette. Who had that cast? I love Deck of Scarlet. As you know, I collaborate with them quite often. I love their products, and this is their newest palette, edition number 8, with the beautiful Kim Tai, who I love. I love her channel. I love her personality and her whole like persona. And yeah, this is the palette I'm using. Of course, I filmed a short tutorial on it, so if you want to see that, go ahead and go to my Instagram and check it out. If you want to buy this palette or subscribe to their service, the link will be below in the description box as always. And I'll see you in a few hours. I've been sweating all day because it's been really hot, way hotter than I thought it would be. And so I even changed it to a t-shirt, but I've been sweating a lot, especially on my upper lip. So I'm gonna come a little bit closer in a while, but just to let you know, that's where we're at. But it looks great. I actually can't believe how great it looks. It looks really, really radiant. They're like, I'm not oily, I'm dewy. I kind of like this in the summer specifically. But if it gets a little bit more oils, it'll be a little oily, so we'll just wait until the 8-hour mark. But for the 4-hour mark, it's looking really great, really healthy and dewy and beautiful and juicy. I forgot to say in the beginning, but I do have now like combination dehydrated skin type, so it does produce a little bit of oil, but it's very dehydrated and very patchy. This hasn't accentuated any of my patches. I forgot to say that as well. Like, my skin has been really, really patchy, specifically now that I've started doing prescription retinol. And so it's been really, really patchy, especially here and here. And it doesn't really show. The worst part is probably here, because the sweat gets in, you know, this dimple here and upper lip. Because you can see I'm still sweating there. But even there, it doesn't look too bad. And the rest, I mean, ignore this. Even under eyes, it looks amazing. My eyes are usually really, really dry. They don't respond well, even to hydrating foundations, because they're really patchy. But this looks freaking amazing. This is sort of the same finish and texture and blah, blah, blah of the NARS one. And it's kind of between the NARS one and the Marc Jacobs one. The new Shameless foundation. In terms of color, this is my favorite because it's the more neutral one. The NARS one, it's very pink, and the Marc Jacobs is very, very yellow. I usually even mix the two up to come up with a more neutral skin tone, but this is like the perfect shade. I really, really love it. This is a little bit more like skin. However, the NARS one has a little bit more coverage. I think that's what it is. It's perfect. It's like perfect. It hasn't moved at all. It's beautiful. It's not too oily, which I was afraid it was gonna be. It's just a little bit here, but honestly, very dewy, very healthy, glowing, beautiful skin. And it was a really warm day, so I'm really surprised about that. It is very long wearing, even though it has a like satiny finish. If you powder it, or if you have dry skin, you don't need to powder. Love this, I'm obsessed with it. I can't, oh my God, I'm obsessed. This is definitely my favorite foundation so far, and especially for the summer. Little added bonus is that this is cruelty-free, and NARS at the moment is not cruelty-free. It's like so glowy, but at the same time, stuff isn't breaking down. It's not like moving around. Everything's in place. I'm really excited about this. And that was pretty much it for today. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel for more, and don't forget to click the little bell button, so you know every single time I upload, you will get a notification and you can just click it right away instead of waiting for my like other updates. But do also follow me on Instagram and Twitter if you want to know what I'm up to at all times. But yeah, okay, bye. You probably think I'm crazy right now, like I'm not, I promise.